Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. Hope you guys are going well out there. Bit of a mini break for me. I'm back in town. It feels like a while since I've done a video, and yeah, I've been a bit off lately. I came back from Early Beach and was just not feeling the greatest. I don't know what was going on. My energy levels were absolutely zapped. I was bloody coughing, getting heaps of sleep, but not feeling refreshed at all. So it's been a bit strange. That was sort of last week. And then, things have just been busy. I've been going to tennis. I had an interesting little thing going on Monday, which I'll tell you guys about. Shorty's going to be on TV, but I'll tell you about that another time. So, yeah, it's been strange. Like, hit the old antibiotics up and starting to feel much better now. But, yeah, it just feels like ages there. I was just, like, not feeling right and didn't have the energy levels to just bust out a video, and I was just like, fucking hell, when are we going to be right here? Every time I'd go do any sort of exercise or sport, I'd be gassed. Like, I'm going to have my first gym session in about 3 weeks this afternoon, and that's a long break for me. I don't like going 3 or 4 days without it. But so it's been interesting. It hasn't been ideal for the holidays, but back to work next week, which I'm kind of looking forward to be honest. I'm looking forward to getting back into it, getting that routine. Been watching plenty of tennis, getting stuck into it, but I thought today's a day to pump out some videos. And with the opening of SuperCoach to the public, I thought, what a good way to just discuss, well, mainly one new change. I mean, there's a few little things, and this year's going to be weird, but I wanted to talk about the 40 trades, and I hate it, mate. I'm sick of it every time. I mean, I remember the glory days of 20 trades, and yeah, that's probably a bit too difficult. And yeah, times have changed. You get a few more suspensions, and we got some buys, and now the start of the year's looking weird. But I don't know. I don't want to be a dampener on things, but this year's just not going to be the same. All the buys in the first with opening rounds, it's just a piece of shit, to be honest. So I'm not stoked about it. I understand why they are doing it, but what so often happens is that they increase trades for some reason and they never bring it back. We got up to 36 because of COVID. COVID went, we just kept it. So it makes me worry that we're just going to have 40 trades for the rest of our lives, and it just brings us closer and closer to basically being unlimited trades. And there's a format out there for you if you want to have unlimited trades. But SuperCoach, one of the key parts of the game and skill to the game is trading efficiently and trading smartly and actually having a decision about, do I hold or do I trade this guy? So the art of that is going a bit, and I think it's a tough one for the guys making SuperCoach because people lose interest and engagement when they can't trade. I think it's a big killer to the game when they do change it, probably after the buys. Here's a few things. You can just log on, and I don't know, some people may not have a subscription, but here's a few little explainers you can read through there if you like, and I'll just carry on talking. But yeah, it's a big engagement dampener when we're out of trades and we stop looking at our teams because we can't do anything about it. The ones that truly love the game will always be interested and keep making tinkering with their sides and doing the best they can, even with 1, 2, 3 trades. But I think they do like to incentivize more trades to keep that interest, which I understand. It's a product. You're trying to engage people. I get that. But I did a video late last year about the changes I would make to SuperCoach to improve the engagement, and I emailed a couple of guys at SuperCoach, still hoping to hear a little bit more back from them. I did hear back from them, which was great, but haven't heard too much of late, so I might hit them up again. And I understand this year's different. Like, this is a weird year. Opening round's pretty unique and all those buys. So I get why they've done it. I get that. But it makes me concerned about what our game is sort of turning into. And I'm excited for it. I can't wait for footy to come back. I can't see myself taking this year as serious. I just think when it gets to a point where you're picking certain players because of their buys, you're starting to lose me. I want to pick the best players, the players I want in my team, and I don't want to have to scour through the fixture and go, oh shit, I probably can't have him because I got 5 guys here and 2 guys there. I'm going to have to get rid of this guy that I love simply because of a buy. does my head in. But on a more proactive note, what can be done to the game with these 40 trades, and how can we approach it? Now, it's very close to unlimited, not too far off. So I feel like it opens the gate to more mid-priced options, more guys that are pure value, because you can afford to pick a guy, yeah, he's value, I'm not going to keep him that long, but if he just stays in my side for 5 weeks, has a few nice price rises, it becomes more like the stock market. You can just buy him low and sell him high. There used to be a bit of that, oh, geez, is it worth the investment, more of a thought process about it, but it can merely become yeah, he's cheap, and if I just get 4 to 6 weeks out of him, I can just turf him out, and doesn't really matter. The value of the trade is far less because we're getting more and more each year. So that's how I feel like it'll affect the game. You can trade willy-nilly. You can really go aggressive. Some people, I guess at this stage, I've still continued to go the old guns and rookies. It's just, the tried and true. It's just what we've always done. But I'm starting to think, well, it's not like I've got very close to winning the 50K anytime recently. Maybe I'll just do something different. Maybe I'll throw a few more mid-prices in there, take a few more risks, because the more buys there are, the more luck comes into it. And yeah, you can plan and you can be as, I guess, prepared as you possibly can, but it's a bit all over the shop this year. It's a bit messy. So, yeah, if you are just wondering what's going on with this opening round, you can see there that it'll officially start in round 1. Opening round will continue to impact players' scores and averages and price, and we get a bit of a look at them. But the actual scoring for us and ranks and all that will start in actual round 1. How are we going for time here? Yeah, we've got a couple of minutes. I think I'll try and wind it up in a couple of minutes. But yeah, so I'm a bit... I sort of, you hear rumblings and you knew it was coming. And I guess I'll just swallow this frustration and get to work and try and make the most out of it, because with more trades becomes more opportunity, and if you do put your mind to it enough, you can probably find a way to really get an edge on other teams, and that's what I'll be trying to do, throw a few ideas around and see how we go. But just as the years go on, the great game of SuperCoach that I grew up with and absolutely loved is looking a lot less like that with every year that goes by. And I just feel like every time something changes or we get a difficulty, it's like more trades, like it's always the answer. Oh shit, what are we going to do? More trades. And I guess it's the easy, quick fix, but I'm okay with it for this year. I understand. But once the season surely gets back to normal next year, just give us 32 trades or 36 if you want to revert. I think the ideal number is 30. But yeah, it's interesting times ahead, because before we know it, we'll have 19 teams, and it's a constant changing landscape. If only we had SuperCoach for the 90s, things would have been seemingly simpler. But who knows? I wasn't watching footy then. Who knows what it really looked like from a fixture point of view. But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts on the best ways to approach these extra trades. Does it change anything? Do you just keep them for a rainy day when you really need it and something gets thrown at you? I think, those buys in the early weeks, we can almost rotate and continually roll through by trading out guys who are about to have their buy for guys who have had their buy, and roll it like that. But yeah, we'd love to hear some strategy talk and how you're approaching it, and your overall thoughts on the number of 40. Obviously, Shorty's not overly stoked about it. But look, I'll be back with a couple of videos. I'm going to try and do a couple today. And, of course, we'll have a few popping up on TikTok as well. So thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys soon.